Hello student, welcome to biology class. And in previous video we have discussed about the photosynthesis, and the first topic, that is definition, have completed. Reaction also, events, raw materials, site of photosynthesis. Now in this segment we are going to discuss about the factors affecting photosynthesis. So there are a number of factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. Means यहाँ पे हम लोग बात करने जा रहे हैं कि जो फोटोसिंथेसिस का रेट होता है, मीन्स कैसे वो किस कंडीशन में या कौन कौन से फैक्टर होते हैं जो उसके रेट को बढ़ाते हैं या घटाते हैं, या किस रेशियो में अगर वो फैक्टर्स रहते हैं तो प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस करेक्ट वे में चलता रहता है। तो यहाँ पे हम डिफरेंट फैक्टर, मेनली हम 4 फैक्टर्स की बात करेंगे। इसमें पहला फैक्टर है आपका सनलाइट। So sunlight is important for photosynthesis because the photolysis of water only take place with the help of sunlight, or the energy comes from the sunlight. So this was observed that the intensity of light, so when there will be sufficient light, the process of photosynthesis or rate of photosynthesis will be normal, but the intensity of light will be very slow, then the rate of photosynthesis will be slow, or too high will be disturb the rate of photosynthesis. So there it has been concluded that there are 2 lights, blue and red. These are the 2 lights from the white light of sunlight, where the process of photosynthesis or the rate of photosynthesis found in optimum condition. Means the maximum amount of photosynthesis take place in this kind of light. When after sunlight, the concentration of CO2 is the another factor that can affect the rate of photosynthesis. As we have know from the reaction of photosynthesis that carbon dioxide is one of the raw material for photosynthesis. So in the absence of carbon dioxide, the rate of photosynthesis will be very slow, and in less amount of carbon dioxide it is also the slow rate of photosynthesis. Now the next thing, it is about the water. So H2O is also affect the rate of photosynthesis when there will be sufficient water in plants. The process of rate of photosynthesis will be optimum, while in less concentration of water or less amount of water in plant, slow the rate of photosynthesis, because there are 2 roles of water. The first role as the raw material for photosynthesis, while the second role of water is for opening and closing of stomata for exchange of gases, and also for transport of materials. So these are the 3 factors, and now the 4th factor is the temperature. So temperature also play an important role in photosynthesis. There should be the optimum range of temperature, and the optimum range of temperature for the proper rate of photosynthesis is about 59 to 100 degree Fahrenheit. It means between these temperature, the rate of photosynthesis will be optimum, while below 59 the rate of photosynthesis will be low, and also above 100 degree Fahrenheit the rate of photosynthesis also will be low. So this is all about the factors affecting photosynthesis. Now the next topic, that is about the stomata. Means we are going to discuss the relation between photosynthesis and stomata. So the our next topic is about stomata. So stomata play an important role. There are two roles for photosynthesis. There are two roles of during photosynthesis. The first thing is it is the opening through which the gaseous exchange takes place between the plant's body and the atmosphere. While the second thing is the stomata. The cells of stomata also contain chloroplast. So chloroplast is essential for photosynthesis, or it is the site of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis also can occur at the place of stomata. So we understood about the stomata by making its diagram with the help of a diagram. So stomata, the main structure in stomata consists of the two cells, kidney shaped or bean shaped cells, which are known as guard cell. These are the kidney shape in the case of dipole. In case of dipole, the shape of guard cell is kidney shape. So these are the guard cell. And inside the guard cell, there is a nucleus. These are the nucleus, and at the periphery of guard cell, there are so many chloroplasts. So these are the green colored chloroplasts. Then these are the chloroplasts. So chloroplasts perform the process of photosynthesis, and in this inside the guard cell, these are the cytoplasm. So this is the inner wall of stomata, which is thick and as compared to the peripheral wall. The inner wall is thick while the outer wall is thin. ये outer wall जो है पतला होता है. And after that, around the guard cell, the layer of another cell also found, which are known as subsidiary cell. So these are after that, this is the stomatal pore. So this is the dicot stomata, but in the case of monocot, the shape of guard cell is dumbbell shape. Here we also make the diagram of monocot stomata. So in the case of monocot stomata, the guard cell are found but in dumbbell shape. There are dumbbell shaped stomata, guard cell, and inside the guard cell there is a nucleus, and then chloroplast, these are the guard cell. These are chloroplasts, and here the nucleus, which is also found in the dicot stomata. And as this is stomatal pore, and it also contains the cytoplasm inside, and around the guard cell these are the subsidiary cells. So this is the basic difference between dicot and monocot plant. Monocot stomata, and this is the dicot stomata. So these are the structure of stomata. When the question asks for the structure of stomata, you will draw the same diagram in examination. But related to stomata, the question arises related to question, the stomata relates with photosynthesis. So during in photosynthesis, what is the role of stomata? So first role is that photosynthesis, it means stomata, chloroplast inside the guard cell of stomata perform photosynthesis, while the second important function during the photosynthesis is the exchange of gases during photosynthesis. जो exchange of gases होता है, it means during photosynthesis we have discussed that there is the requirement of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide get inside the plant's body from outer atmosphere, while the oxygen produced in large quantity, so it becomes evolved in the atmosphere. So that exchange means exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the plants and atmosphere, that will be take place through the stomatal pore. This is the stomatal pore, and इसी stomatal pore के थ्रू जो है exchange of gases होता है. सो अब बात आती है कि कैसी stomatal pore, अगर ये stomatal pore हमेशा खुले रहे तो every time there will be the exchange of gases taking place. And we also study in the next segment, that in transportation in plants, we will study about another term that is called transpiration. So transpiration also occurs through the stomata. It means the loss of water in the form of water. So to conserve water, the stomatal pore must close. It means the stomata not remain open every time. It also should be closed. So the opening and closing of stomata, how take place? So the next topic we are going to discuss is the opening and closing of stomata. ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमेटा. अब स्टोमेटा कैसे ओपन होता है, कैसे क्लोज होता है, इसके लिए जो है आप लोग यहाँ पे देखने जा रहे हैं. तो इसमें द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल टेक प्ले बाय द वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स जो होते हैं वो जो है इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं फॉर ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमेटा. So as we have discussed in our earlier class 9, that the process of osmosis, about the process of osmosis. So osmosis is the process which provide turgidity. So when the stomatal pore have to open, there is a process of intake of water. So when water gets inside the guard cell from every subsidiary cell around the guard cell, this subsidiary cell give water. So water get inside the guard cell by the process of endosmosis. So the guard cell becomes swell, and due to swelling or turgidity of guard cell, the stomata becomes open. While when this process becomes in opposite direction, तो जब ये अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में होगा, मीन्स अगर ये गार्ड सेल है और गार्ड सेल से वाटर आपका बाहर निकलता है, so when the water go outside the guard cell becomes shrink, tends to the shrinking of guard cell or becomes flaccid. So due to flaccidity of guard cell, the inner wall of guard cell becomes collapsed to each other and the stomata becomes closed. So this is clear that how the opening and closing of stomata take place. And when the stomata remain open, so the exchange of gases take place, while it becomes closed, so the exchange of gases will not take place. So as it is important for closing of stomata and opening of stomata, because some plants like desert plant or xerophytic plants, they have to conserve water. So for conservation of water, they must close their stomata during the daytime, because during the daytime the rate of transpiration will be higher due to the loss of water in the form of water vapor. So it must be close the stomata, and the stomata opens during the night time when the rate of transpiration will be very slow. So this is all about the photosynthesis and about the autotrophic mode of nutrition or nutrition in plants. And in next segment we will go study about the nutrition in human the holozoic nutrition or heterotrophic nutrition in human being and in amoeba. Thank you.